All I'm saying is that you spent way more time on that title card than you really should have.
Man, fuck you, Bab.
It's cursed.
Fuck you. Do you know why? Do you know why? Fuck you. It's because I can spend however much time on it I goddamn well please, as long as I'm not asking you to do more shit. Okay?
I can't tell the difference between the last
That's
three.
because you have no. You know what, Bab? You want to talk shit about me? That's because you have no sense of visual design.
No, well, it's because you're crazy.
It's in a designer's nature to be crazy, you asshole. We see things that you don't.
Where did we go wrong?
Why are we
Science
here?
has gone too far. No, Photoshop has gone too far. Everybody, all listeners on here, just cancel your subscriptions. It's all gonna go south. You never had a future in the first place.
Wait, how is this
We're
helping?
too many layers in.
How is this helping?
And on that note, welcome everyone to the
I'm
Bear Cavalry
David.
podcast. Fucking
Fuck you,
damn!
David.
That's
you.
David. Who are you, other one?
I'm other one. Yes, I'm other Asian. No, I'm Will.
Hi.
Hello.
And then I'm Robert. Hey, I guess I'm the host or something or whatever.
Oh, I mean, you're the host of something. You're the
Host
host
some
of a
shit.
terrible, terrible stupidity plague.
Look,
How are you guys today?
just because you two are poorly trained doesn't mean shit, okay?
Hey, fuck you for telling me not to graphic design. I'm just gonna go cry into my.
Into your Wacom.
Yeah.
Well,
Just gonna
I'm not
cry
telling
into my
you to
Wacom.
stop doing graphic design. I'm just telling everyone to quit while they're ahead.
But David, what if we're not ahead? What if we've been at a deficit for years?
I mean, we have.
I
It's
mean,
not really a question, is it?
a little bit of deflation is good for the company. I mean, country.
Yes.
Maybe no. What are
Deflation.
economics?
Wait,
yeah.
no, inflation. Excuse me.
Hold up.
Inflation is not good for the economy. It's just natural.
I was told through my macroeconomics professor, bless his heart, that
Okay.
round man, that a little inflation was good for the country.
Maybe.
Maybe a little. So
Maybe. All I know
David.
is that a little bit is perfectly natural and acceptable. I don't know why it would be good, but there's probably something I forgot about.
I don't know, man. America, open up and eat your dollar bills. That's enough.
so
How are you guys doing today?
I'm
Are you
alive.
asking me again?
He's asking
Yes.
you again. Answer again.
Yeah,
Gun
asked
to
me
your
that
head.
before. It did. Yeah, I'm fine. Except
So David, remember how last week I asked you about all those different Gundam series?
Yeah.
Well, I forewent all of your advice and
And
Okay.
decided to watch Ghost in the Shell.
oh,
A bit of context.
there's
So
no robots. Oh, well, I guess
kind of,
there's no
sort of-
robots.
I guess
so,
there are
I
robots.
tried
David.
watching. I tried
David.
watch.
Ghost in the Shell is all about robots.
But you
It's
can't
anime
pilot
Blade
them.
Runner.
The pilot
No.
is the brain.
Yes, they're piloting themselves.
Nah, you can't hop in that cockpit. You gotta get surgery first. It's lame.
They all
So-
hopping in that cockpit.
I
What?
tried
Oh,
watching-
so Iron-Blooded Orphans is lame now. Okay.
Of
Damn.
course. No, Iron Blooded Orphans was never lame. Wait, why did I
Yeah,
say of course?
Didn't he have to get a process done?
Yeah, but you didn't take the
Uh-huh.
brain out and put it in another body. Actually, they did one guy. Never mind.
Got
So-
your name.
So
I
David,
got your ass.
I tried watching 8th MS Team and realized this shit isn't for me. It has not aged well at all.
Wait,
Oh.
why?
It's just, I don't know, for me it didn't age well. Like, I don't know, it's either like the characters or something. I don't know, every time I try to watch a Gundam thing, it always seems kind of off.
How
You have
far
to
did
tell
you
me
get?
more.
Like 3 episodes in?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's,
Oh, it's
it-
not a
it's-
movie?
It's not a
Oh.
movie. It is a 12-episode OVA. or
I'm less
something.
enthused now, but
I'm
I'll
gonna be
still
f-
going. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be fairly honest with you. The brand is dying, and I can see why.
Was the brand ever alive? Did we ever really have a solid brand other than trash? But we
I
can't use
watch
that because
it.
someone took it.
I enjoy the series. No one else does. This is why I suffer.
You know why, Bab? You know why? I think it's because Gundam is doing that thing that the anime industry as a whole is doing, where it's making Gundam just for Gundam fans and not for actual people.
No, that's great.
Is it?
It's ideal circumstance.
Looks at viewer numbers, looks at profit margins. Yeah, this could be better.
Looks at giant robot in the middle of the mall. Yeah,
but that's
we
not
won.
the fucking point. Like, how do you? Okay, the point is, how do you make more Gundam fans? Are you not interested in having any more Gundam fans?
Not really.
Well, neither am I to an extent. Just like, I don't know.
Bringing in Gundam fans has wrecked the entire battle triangle. Now everybody has a beam weapon, and now look, I haven't seen a machine gun in decades. Oh wait, actually, Iron Blood Orphans kind of fixed that. Never mind.
They sure did, didn't they? Huh?
Look, my issue is just whenever any series is too up its own ass, where it starts talking more like directly to Gundam fans about how cool this new MS is, and not about why it even fucking matters.
Because the mobile suit go boom.
But
Gunpla go burr.
Even go boom. Yeah, there you go. The Gunpla mold go burr.
I don't know why I fucking love that meme format so much.
It's okay. It's an okay one.
It's good. Fuck you.
You know what? It depends. It depends. Sometimes it's used well. Other times it's not.
God,
no, but so
Bakugan and Zoids had a baby.
Oh no.
What?
So
never mind. Let's keep going.
I was still in the mood
so
to watch
Robert,
the Mecha Garbage.
Ghost in the Shell.
Hold up. So I was still in the mood to watch the Mecha Garbage. So I'm like, let me think. What else am I aware of but haven't really got into? And then I remembered I used to hate Ghost in the Shell. The last time I tried watching it, I fucking hated it.
Uh-huh.
And that was like small child Robert.
Yes.
So like, let me see. Let me run it back. And let me give it a fair shake or whatever.
And you shook it like a Polaroid picture.
Yes. Indeed. It was pretty good. I watched I watched the 95 and 2004 movies because blah 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 one timeline.
Yes, and I heard you were watching it, and in retaliation, I watched the 2004 because I hadn't seen that one. Also, didn't know it existed.
Yeah,
I didn't know it existed either.
Yeah, I didn't know about it either until Mal told me. So,
Robert, how do you know so much about things?
Because I do way too much research in everything I'm interested in.
Hey, same.
A cherished man. I, on the other hand, do no research.
Oh.
That explains a few things.
I'm never flying with you.
I hold the anime by the cat ears, and I just let the bull ride wherever it takes me.
I need an adult.
You are an adult.
We are adults.
That scares me. I don't like that.
And only getting older, by the way.
I don't like that I have to be the voice of reason now.
When is it going to be creepy for us to watch anime?
Since we grew up in this generation, never.
Okay, it depends. Like, are we watching stuff that's like socially acceptable, or shit like I don't know what's like degenerate trash? Like, are we watching like Domestic Girlfriend or like Ghost in a Shell?
I mean,
David, are you talking about anime? Okay, or animu? There's a difference.
That's the point.
Yeah.
For our uninformed viewers, can you please state the difference?
You know, if you're here, you know.
Yeah.
God.
No, anime. Yeah. I guess the line would be like Dragon Ball or something, right? Everyone likes Dragon Ball.
Shonen's acceptable.
Yeah, but animu would be like, do you love your mother and her multi-hit attacks? Multi-target?
Multi-hit. It's multi-hit.
Multi-hit? Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's multi-hit.
Yeah.
We're the issue here, Will.
No, I only know about them because of the title.
I've come to the sole conclusion that it will indeed be creepy when we are 40 watching anime.
Nah.
I don't know, you can watch Ghost in the Shell or like Akira when you're 40 and it's still cool.
People watch Akira and Ghost in the Shell now when they're 40.
Yeah.
Man, I really, really want to get somebody to watch Akira.
We watched it like last year.
No, but I mean, get somebody who knows nothing about anime
and just blow their fucking mind.
Yeah, that's got to be the red pill to somebody.
Also, why are you doing the Jerry thing?
What?
You turned our son into an Akira?
Akira.
What?
I just like saying it like that. It makes me feel cultured.
I find it funny that they made Jerry the one that has to pronounce the Japanese.
He has to destroy it.
He has to.
No, but like I think Ghost in the Shell, at least like the first movie, had a really good balance between like pretension, action, and like actual like substance.
Oh.
I'll be honest, it's like I haven't seen that one in a while, but from what my last opinion is, I don't think I completely agree. I think it's a little bit overwrought, but not too much.
Okay. Hear me out here. Ghost in the Shell is a well-done version of Detroit Become Human.
Yes, but
no.
but the dialogue's not balanced very well. Actually, I would call the dialogue delivery, the actual like you are seeing characters speak now, better in Detroit because there's more like facial animation.
But I think that's the point. It's like for the Major where she's supposed to be more of like a robot.
Yeah, what's funny and what's cool is that because so many people are robots, they did things that are they made things easy to animate. Like all the times where people talk through their minds, it's like, oh hey, we don't have to animate.
Or like with the bateau, like what's he looking at? I don't know.
You know, no one ever explains how that works.
What?
It's just no one ever explains the mind reading.
No, that's the internet.
No, yeah, it's the internet. It's the internet.
It's stable. It's like imagine having Discord installed in your mind. Like you're always on this server.
Yeah, but exactly. it's like Snake talking to Otacon.
Now recording.
You're like you can only hear it in your ears. It's like, but how is Snake talking right next to the guard?
Okay, no. Okay. In Ghost in the Shell, like half the body mass of any main character is robot. Okay, so their vocal cords are probably
minimal,
right? That makes sense. Minimum. Codec makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
I mean, look at Major. She was like pretty much like 100% robot.
Right.
Major just brain.
That makes sense.
Major just brain.
Yeah, or even then, they might even transmit speech somehow straight through their brain because science, I guess. Right?
I don't want to get into that, but
it's already started.
What I'm saying is, codec doesn't make any fucking sense. They do have these things called throat mics, where it like you don't have to speak very loud at all, but still, it's not great.
Sorry, it just had to get that out.
No, but so like I guess like the only negative I would say about it's like the stuff with not Laughing Man, Puppet Master. There you go, that's the villain.
What, in 2004 or 94?
95.
Oh, Puppets seem to be a recurring theme.
Yeah.
But okay.
No, but it just seems like it moves kind of fast, but and again the whole movie moves kind of fast.
I think that's why I enjoy it the most.
Fast?
It's
the first movie moves really quick, dude.
It gets to the point pretty quickly. So all that nonsensical crap that they're talking about, all that philosophical mishmash that we're supposed to understand for some reason, doesn't have to make sense.
You get like 2 like existential dread scenes with the Major before stuff really gets kicking.
Did you ever figure out what ghost meant?
I just imagine like I
don't know what it really.
It's like their consciousness. That is my understanding.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I got that, but I didn't know if it meant something more important than that, or like.
No, it's just like who they are. So like.
Right.
I used to read like a lot of philosophy back in like late high school, early college. So I knew, and this movie is like not based off Descartes' theories, but there's a lot of similarities between Descartes' stuff.
I mean, in the second movie, they literally talk about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, in the second movie, they literally talk about Descartes. I'm like, they know. Haha, of course they know.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know we were talking about Descartes, we're just going to talk about Descartes and reference him in this movie.
Also he's the I think therefore I am guy, by the way.
Yeah. That guy.
Yeah.
Very relevant.
Also,
to robots.
very relevant to robots. Like, I think the action aged really well also. Like, Major
Oh,
versus
no,
the
the
Tank is really
action-
fucking good.
The
Oh,
action in
man.
both and the animation is ridiculous.
Well,
it's fantastic.
Watching
Animation
Major
in
throw
the
that man
first-
around like Patrick Star, it was my favorite scene.
No, but- Oh, I
And
think
then
the
he
first
gave
one
him a
definitely aged
wedgie.
way more gracefully than the second, though. Like, that's the the cell animation. There we go.
Oh,
Still looks really good.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Although the Ultra CG in the second one it's not that it's good or better at all, but it's really interesting to look
Well,
at.
we'll get to
me a-
that.
It gives me a vibe. Yeah,
If they were going for a very unhinged feel, they definitely got it.
it gives me a vibe. But yeah, we'll get to that.
What did you think of Major's last fight?
Versus Tank.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a sucker for that, like, for those kind of scenes where it's like slow build up, like that style of music.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I was a big fan.
I mean, just the climax, the tear out your own arm shit. That's always great. That's awesome.
I didn't
Fucking
get it.
dope.
Did
What?
she know she was gonna lose, or did she just?
I think she was trying her best. She was out of ammo when it came to the end of
I
it. So that
think
was like
it was
her
a
last
nihilist
out.
victory.
She was just
She-
like, yeah, Bato will fix it. Here, let me go see if I can tear the hatch open real quick.
Look, it's thematic.
That
Okay,
failed.
It was very
her-
thematic.
It's about her accepting that she is mostly machine, and that all of these parts connected to her mind don't really matter.
Pretty much.
Where's
Did
Major's
I
body?
do it?
I mean,
There is
it just-
no Major's body.
yeah, probably like subbed out, like, you know, like you take some damage. Okay, I guess I gotta chop off that arm. Take some more damage. Oh, I guess I don't need that finger or toe, whatever.
Off your own arm to escape, right?
You know, you beat someone with your spine once, you gotta get a new one. Like, just baby
yeah.
steps.
Major's just like, yeah, I figured, why not? Well, I mean, it's like replacing a light bulb. They're all gonna go out anyway. Might as well take the rest of the body.
I don't know. I really wish the first movie had like 10 more minutes to breathe and like do more with the characters. It's like my only real complaints about it.
I mean, yeah, I
Like,
feel like I didn't
besides-
know anything about anybody by the end of
Besides
the
the
movie.
major, you don't really get to know anyone besides like Bato for a little bit. And all the other side characters kind of like fall to the wayside, which is expected when it's like, I think like 120 minutes? 100? No, it's not 120 minutes. What am I saying? It's like, was it like a less than 90-minute runtime or something?
I never understood the addition of. Well, I get that Mr. Family Man humanizes everybody,
Bullet Man. Yeah.
but do we have to make it so obvious that he's a bullet sponge
But he's not, though, somehow.
for some odd reason?
He's not a bullet. He's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't scrub out, even though he is the scrub.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta respect that. I don't know. I mean, you are right. It is very obvious that he's just there for scale, right? But
For scale.
These people are human, and I am a
kinda.
machine.
Beep, boop.
but even then, like everybody, like the chief or whatever, they also have plugs in their head. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
everyone's like some degree cyber in this world.
Yeah.
Which has some really cool things that they actually end up doing in the second movie in terms of that. Where it's like you
know
really
what?
fuck with reality and such.
let me
It's-
just say real quick. Oh, yeah.
It's clear to me that not many, we all don't remember everything about the '94.
I mean,
I
I don't think
do-
that's possible. Is it?
I do have a few things to say about the what is it, 95?
95.
I keep
Yeah,
saying
that-
94.
Yes, you do.
Music
Literally as
on
old as
point.
me. Hooray.
Yeah.
Music definitely on point. I
Yeah,
have to
Music
say,
at some point.
whoever orchestrated that entire thing, they took their shoe off, gently removed their sock, like with
Shut up.
absolute tenderness, and just put their foot in it, because that was probably. I still listen to some of the soundtrack to
Dude.
this day.
I can never hear that. Quick tangent. I can never hear that fucking phrase without thinking about that episode from the fucking Proud family.
Oh man,
Oh my god.
Mama Proud.
Quick tangent, by the way, since we're tangenting real quick. Guy who did the music for Ghost in the Shell did the music for Ranma 1/2.
That's not a quick tangent. That's actually relevant. Wow, Ranma 1/2.
Ranma.
Ranma. You know, the one where the guy gets splashed with the water and it turns into a woman.
Oh, wait, he also has hand in the Mob Psycho soundtrack. Wait, this guy's a beast.
Oh, what?
God.
Well,
Wow.
that explains a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, obviously he's going to be popular considering he sort of helped pioneer one of the best sci-fi mystery detective
I'd say
cop
most iconic.
series.
Yeah, iconic's a good word for it.
So yeah. I mean,
iconic.
I'd expect somebody would want to reuse him for some other things.
Mhm.
So
it's just interesting that it went up to Ranma 1/2.
yeah, that was the first time I saw. I'm like, wait a minute, this is relevant. I can bring this up.
Bringing it back to Mob Psycho, that's kind of awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Fight scenes, probably some of the dopest chase scenes I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
in anime.
David, you should
And
also you should watch
still
your
holds
chord,
up.
by the way.
What?
Watch your chord.
Record?
Your chord.
Oh, am I doing the thing again?
You're doing the thing.
Stop
trying.
eating your microphone. I know it's lime green and it looks tasty, but it's not.
It's not the fact that it's lime green, it's just the fact that it looks delicious.
As long as you're honest about it, it's fine.
Yeah. Just let me know if I'm doing it again, and we'll put a pause
It's
to
because
the
it
podcast.
swings in a pleasing manner, like a cat.
Actually, it's sitting right. It's actually sitting pretty still. I
Like
actually
a
saw
cat.
myself making that noise, and I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Whack.
And I'm currently unsure of what's doing
Whack.
it.
Whack.
Anyway, cocaine is a hard drug to clean up. Anywho,
Cocaine.
Yes,
what
David?
was I talking about?
You're talking about how good the movie is and why you love it and why you recommend it to all your friends and or family.
So yeah,
Mhm.
best fight scene. Possibly pretty cool ending. I had no. I was I was looking forward to it.
I mean, I think with the setup they had going, you could have ended it almost any which way. But I do like the ending of just like, oh yeah, she just kind of like leaves and fucks off.
Yeah.
Man, where did Bato
9 years.
find that body?
Becomes.
Oh, he's at
Chekhov.
Black Market.
Man,
Yeah.
what a man.
Son, where did you find this body?
Internet. Oh, man, Timmy Turner Bato, some fucking cursed imagery.
Oh no, I don't like that at all.
Just little Timmy with
Timmy
the
Turner
fucking
with the
metal
eyes,
cylinder eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it.
So
Alright.
I will say, going from 1 to 2, that so I watched the sub for both. Watching the sub for the first movie didn't really hurt my enjoyment of it. Watching the sub for the second movie though
yeah,
was fucking rough.
it was rough.
They have so much information to get across at any one
not just
time.
Robert, not just information, philosophy.
Yeah.
All right, let me say this real quick before we get to all the other points. I think the problem, or like what makes Ghost in the Shell not just like iconic, but also kind of a meme, you know, is
The same thing that makes the Matrix a meme,
what?
in the fact that we keep speaking philosophy that we have no clue how to interpret to the audience watching.
Yes. Well, I think that's a little less in the Matrix, to just a little bit less, but yes,
Matrix is
yeah.
definitely more action oriented.
Yeah. But no, absolutely. The problem is they don't express character. They don't talk like humans. They just talk about philosophy. And maybe, like, I guess between Mullet Man and Bato, maybe they've known each other for so long. They're like, yeah. Here's Descartes, here's Nietzsche, whatever. You know, like this is what we do every day. But like, if you're watching this movie the first time, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? So that's
no, without a doubt.
yeah. So that's probably why I get the feeling from the first and also the second movies, even if they're well paced like on the surface, that you still feel like you're not getting a lot sometimes. It's because they spent the last 15 minutes talking about philosophy.
No, so that's the thing with Togusa, the mullet man. He calls out the stupid shit. He's like, "Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. But in a way, that's even worse because
this is stupid. I want to shoot people.
I want to talk about vaginas. No, but in a way, that makes it even worse because then you're thinking about what the author is intending, and you're like, wait, am I supposed to agree with Mullet Man and say that was fucking stupid? Or I'm like, nah, I'm in here for the philosophy.
Well, I mean, it's both, right? If you're there for both, right? So it's like, he's like,
Right.
what the fuck is going on? Like, why are you bringing this up right now? But you're still there for the philosophy.
Yeah.
Wait, David, what were you saying before?
What?
No, weren't you gonna say something? Or
if I did, I'm probably lost that thought. Yeah.
Well, so I mean
definitely.
that's a point to me. It's like that. There's meaning to the philosophy, but it's just they stop and talk about it rather than make it just kind of show you, right?
Why can't we let the bullets do the philosophizing?
It goes back to show don't tell. Exactly. You should let the bullets philosophize. You should let the actions of, let's say, the killer robots philosophize. You know?
I mean,
right, Descartes on a 9mm.
I think, therefore I blah.
Also, I don't know why, but the fucking dog is so good. It's so
awesome. No, we're gonna get into it. All right, let's start from the beginning of the 2004 movie. I've been waiting for this one. All right. Bato, best boy.
No, Doggo. Best
boy. Oh no. We're not mentioning Gabriel.
You know his name.
We'll refer to him by name from now on.
Good man.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So, can we please talk about Gabriel and Bato and the
why they're too precious and must be protected at all costs?
That's the best Turner and Hooch scene I've ever seen, if you ask me.
Gabriel looked so sad. Why was Doggo so sad?
Did you see the way that man tenderly brought his ears out of the bowl so he didn't get any wet food on them?
Oh. Actually, I did notice that. That's beautiful and lovely.
It was so good.
And then did you see the way Bato immediately loaded an M60 and just unloaded on the Yakuza the next scene?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He's a complex man, okay?
I was not ready for that. That went from 0 to 100. And how many bullets does an M60 hold?
Actually, I think it was a 249 and probably 100.
Okay, so 0 to 100 bullets and
real
let's say
quick.
16 dead men.
Really
quick.
Yeah.
Wow, Bato, I didn't know you spoke gun.
Possibly possibly my favorite dynamic scene in anime history.
As a gun nerd, I have to say, every single one of those Yakuza had a crazy-ass gun from all over the fucking place, and it was kind of hilarious. I enjoyed that. That was funny.
No, but like with 2004, the characters just felt so much better overall. Like they had way more time to actually interact and be cyborgs.
I think that's the point. Even if they were talking about philosophy the entire time, you still get some of them talking about their philosophy in a way that shows their character. Like, I think the best example is Dr. Lab Lady, you know, where she talks about philosophy, but she's also done with this shit, you know?
Yeah.
I'm so done reading the Bible.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I detach my eyes.
Oh, that was fucking great. That was the absolute best thing ever. Where it's just like, okay, yeah, you know. Okay, bye, guys.
I kind of want to watch it a second time.
To the old grind.
Oh my god. But I can't want to watch the movie a second time, but dubbed. Because the second half of the movie was really hard to follow subbed.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched both of them dubbed just because I like the voice actor of the Major.
Voice actor for the Major is really good.
Yeah.
Really good. I had to rewind a few times just to get that.
Because
But
like when I went to the mansion, I was hella
after
lost
that, it
over
was fun.
there.
Yeah, the mansion was rough.
I had to rewind just to watch Bato take care of Gabriel one last time
No.
before we went into the dirty details.
That's a looping background for me right now. Everything's so much more peaceful with Gabriel just sitting at the fishbowl.
Oh man,
Is
that
it
was the
really?
best.
Is that what's happening? Oh, the fishbowl's the best.
I'm actually surprised you guys weren't intensely annoyed by Father Time or whatever his name is. What is the mullet man?
Oh,
Togusa?
Yeah.
yeah.
I was his
he's like
constant gripes of being a family man made me roll my eyes in way too many directions.
That's because you have no empathy.
I do have empathy.
David.
I rewinded to watch Bato take care of Gabriel, didn't I?
That's not empathy. Everyone likes dogs. Not everybody can sympathize with other people. There's a difference.
Bitch about it every 30 minutes.
Well, the point is, no, here's the point. He was put in by the chief, even though Bato's a fucking lunatic, and Family Guy can't just die and leave his daughter alone.
I just realized Bato is one of them cops that don't play by the rules.
Right, he is.
God,
and that's
what
why
a
you don't want to be
cliche.
his partner. Look, don't get me wrong, I get it. If you're the action hero man, that's annoying as shit, but at the same time, it's like, he didn't choose this assignment. The chief was just like, hey, you're normal. Keep an eye on this motherfucker.
I mean, it's also more like, oh, who picked Togusa to join the force? Oh, the major did?
Yeah.
Who's Bato really miss right now? The major? Yeah. Let's give him another dog in the form of this rookie.
Right, wait a minute.
Like a puppy to take care of.
Yeah, okay.
And to help grow and shit. Gotta put some water on him.
Okay, alright.
I thought that the major's first appearance, not that philosophical hack into your brain crap, but her real appearance where she showed up as a geisha, thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
She
it felt like it came a little out of nowhere for me, but maybe I was having
they could have foreshadowed that a little bit. They did say that, the major is always with Bato, but I didn't expect that to really come into play the way it did.
I wonder when the major decided to download her brain onto the internets.
I mean, probably shortly after the first film ended.
Yeah, where she's like, wait a minute, my corporeal form is just a limit on what I can do. Yeah. I can fight crime better without these stupid limbs. Tears them all off.
What do you think she does all day at this point? Like she's a voice on the internet now.
Just looks at hentai until a job needs to be done.
Oh
no. Well, yeah, looks at hentai until she finds child hentai, and then she finds the person who made that child hentai, and then she kills them.
She's just like, I can finally take in all of the photos from Rule 34.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you
finally have the time?
Wouldn't you, if you had the time?
Without this limiting physical form.
I can absorb hentai at a much higher rate.
I'm going to take that quote and use it out of context against you, Will. I hope you're happy.
Too bad it's completely...
Can you imagine the conversation the Major and Bato had?
Wait, say that again, David?
Can you imagine the conversation the Major and Bato had post Rule 34?
Oh.
So, Bato, they drew pictures.
So, who's got more? Well, who do you think? Damn.
Not like
Gabriel.
This.
No! It's actually Togusa. Plot twist.
The man whose name we couldn't even remember half an hour ago.
Hey man, you don't know. What if look, this is a society where every car looks like a fucked up steampunk Volkswagen Bug. Okay? You don't know how powerful mullets can be in that society.
And for some reason we can still import 44 Magnums.
So let me real quick let me give props before I talk shit about this movie, okay? Or actually, I don't know how much shit I'll be talking, but whatever. Let me give props. the cyberpunk rating is off the fucking chart. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I've never seen so much cyberpunk per square inch as in this movie.
I mean, I guess.
What? What's more cyberpunk than this? Besides Blade Runner itself, but I think this is a strong contender.
This is a very strong contender.
I don't know, man.
The first shot of the giant ultra mega building, and then the abandoned city that used to be computers.
It had its moments. It definitely had its moments, but there were. I guess it was just shadowed by all the philosophical rigmarole that was.
Well, that's always the problem, right? But I'm just talking about purely the visuals.
I may have kind of overlooked it because of all that crap.
Eyes glossed over. Yeah, don't worry. That makes sense. I wouldn't blame you for that one. I wouldn't.
I have to be honest, there were some points where they were talking, and I saw that as a break from the movie in which I could text my girlfriend.
Okay, there you go. That's fine.
At least he's honest about it.
I try to fidget with things and keep my eyes on it, even if I'm being a little bored. But you know, that's how it is, right? No, but like that fucking what is it? Like crazy Chinatown sequence, right?
Right.
Where they're celebrating, but also everything is robots. That was friggin' nuts.
Oh no,
yeah,
dope. I saw that part.
Yeah. Someone had a vision, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. The only question is, did they actually make their vision digestible? And the answer is not really. But
I guess it was digestible if you watch the movie a second time.
It doesn't you shouldn't have to watch it a second time.
Man, I probably have to.
I mean, honestly, like, so that's the thing. Like, the first movie, very much, I felt like I watched it one time and I got the bulk of the material out of it. Like, obviously, I could rewatch and still get more information. This, I feel like a second watching is like required.
Yeah, I don't
especially
think
for the latter half.
I don't think so because I rewinded so much, but I can definitely agree if you're trying to watch it in one go.
Yeah, I was watching it in one go. I didn't do a rewind, even though I probably should have. Honestly, I should have got 10 minutes and saw like how much text there was on the screen and switched to dub. Yeah. But I'm like, I've already 10 minutes committed. It's too late now.
Yeah.
I mean, I highly recommend the dub anyway, just because the voice actors don't sound like they're sitting in a
so the problem with
a recording studio.
That's like the one thing I remember actually really liking about Ghost in the Shell when I was much younger was the voice actors.
Yeah.
But
what I'll never get over in a dub is how they don't. I mean, it comes with the territory, but the problem is they have to space their English sentences.
Oh yeah, no, it's fucking rough.
Yeah, I don't like.
Can you imagine trying to spit all that philosophy in like half the time you're supposed to?
Right, and well, the biggest problem is when they try to fit like two sentences into one line or one line into two sentences, and it sounds horrible. It's really bad.
Oh yeah.
Or when a Japanese person said something like, you know, right? But then the English person's like, what? How was this happen? You know what I mean?
You don't get that sense in the dub.
You definitely do in Standalone Complex. I don't know if you do in the movie because it's probably better timed, but yeah.
Yeah, and watching the dub, because I hate that too. I hate when it's like, oh, we gotta do the plan so we can stop the building from exploding.
Yeah,
that's never fun.
Yeah.
But you don't really get that. I think everything is pretty well paced, even for the dub.
Mm-hmm.
Not too.
It's all for the major. Her voice is silky smooth.
Oh man, I don't know who found that lady, but they found 4 of them, and they all do the voice of the major very well every time.
Yeah.
Wait, really? There's 4 different voice actors?
There's like 3 or 4.
There's like, yeah, but one of them did like 80% of it. So.
I mean, there's always a major prime, but.
Yeah, it's just, but there are 2 or 3 others that did it very well. I think.
There are stunt doubles, I like to call them.
I see.
Well, I'm going to start calling them now.
cord doubles.
Yeah, it looks like there was the original. Then there's like the one who did like all of Sax, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I think my favorite part about watching any movie is watching the humanization of all the characters, because in anime everything seems super amazing up until you watch them go to the supermarket and buy dog food,
Yeah.
Only to shoot up a supermarket.
only to shoot themselves in the arm
Only to shoot
5 times.
themselves. Oh, see, here's the thing. I didn't even see, or it didn't scan that he was shooting himself. That was not apparent at all until later on, where they're like, "Yeah, man, you shot yourself."
Then he's like, "But I gotta get the dog food."
Look, man, they wouldn't give me a deal. I buy this shit every single day, and they wouldn't give it to me on sale.
Well, would you eat the dry food?
Look, I come here today. I just imagined Bato the Karen. Thanks a lot.
That's rough. I mean, he kind of has the hair for it.
No, shut up. Stop talking. This
So,
isn't making it any better in my mind.
I'm not supposed to be making it better.
Yeah.
Upon watching Bato buy all that meat, I kind of remembered that I had finished what's that thing called? Beastars. That's
that's a transition.
Wow.
XD.
that is a transition.
Thanks.
I think I did pretty well.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Clap.
Write it down. David, best transition
Take
2020.
notes.
It's just digging a deeper and deeper hole.
Listen,
It wouldn't be as deep if your reaction wasn't so funny.
Go.
No, David, I think you should pat yourself on the back more.
you know what? I'm doing it right now.
Incredible.
Bitches.
Pat.
I'm just
Pat.
holding the viewer like icon, just like why, and it's the dead SpongeBob.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, David, I have a question for you.
Go.
Are you a furry now?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I am not a furry,
But have you considered?
but
Mm.
watching Beastars has definitely awoken something inside of me, and I'm not
no, I don't
comfortable
like
with that
I
idea.
don't like that. He's a furry.
I mean,
Um,
okay, but that's an answer I hear out of a lot of people who watch Beastars.
What does that mean exactly? Can you tell me
I guess
more?
you have to watch it and find out now, won't you?
Sure, but like,
So,
what's the name of the bunny?
what
Haru?
is her name?
Haru?
I'm pretty sure it's
Wow,
Haru.
you don't even know her name.
You don't really care because
You're
they're
too
all
busy
different
sipping.
animals.
Oh well, okay, that's fair.
Oh,
That makes more sense. I'm sorry to jump to such a horrible conclusion.
Yeah, William.
But I don't actually like how her bunny face looks on her like
funny
self.
body.
It's
funny.
weird. It's weird. It looks like she's like really stretched out or something. I don't like that.
She's an anthropomorphic bunny.
But Lego Man looks fine. Like it looks like his head belongs on his body. For her, it doesn't. But anyway.
So,
That's
David,
just-
what do you think? What do you think?
yeah, tell us more.
Okay, first getting into it. This did not seem like the anime I should watch.
Did like someone hold you at gunpoint and make you watch it?
No, actually, I watched it of my own accord because I think it was free on Netflix.
And this is published by Netflix. Yep.
I
That
just
was
needed something to watch and something to fill my time.
Now
while I-
confirmed, Netflix is responsible for making at least 1 million people furries.
No,
Maybe not 1 million, but they've definitely awoken something in a bunch of people.
How do
they've
you know it's not
definitely
a
done
million?
so.
Okay, but yes.
I don't know, man. I just needed something to fill the time, and I was studying and watching Beastars at the same time, and then all of a sudden I had decided that Beastars was too distracting, and I would study for 1 hour and watch Beastars for 30 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. At least you gave it the proper time.
Right.
So I spent the entire day studying because I wanted to watch the entire season of Beastars.
Okay, that's good. That's good
Got a lot
strategy.
done. Got a lot done. Learned a
I
lot.
respect that.
That's a good hustle.
So starts off slow, and then some real shit happens, and all of a sudden you kind of forget that it's a high school full of herbivores and carnivores, and then you see a deer that's been dearly impaled.
Oh,
No pun intended. And you realize, oh, that's right, there are carnivores in this movie, and we're in a high school, and there was a murder.
there was a murder.
Why did we mix these two animals together?
It's a metaphor
Politics
for
or something?
race and religion and all the things that
So,
naturally keep
David,
us
I
together.
don't know. All I know is you don't put the lions in the petting zoo. It doesn't work.
You know
The
that.
lion wins every
David,
time.
have you watched Zootopia?
I have not.
Ah, never mind then. Damn it.
However, I know the premise of Zootopia, and this did definitely remind me of Zootopia.
Okay.
And if we're not careful, it's going to actually be a very ideal comparison.
And that's what I want to know because I haven't watched either one, but I've heard a lot of comparisons between the two.
But David, I think you're missing the point, right? Because you see, in high schools such as the one we went to, a bunch of people that you probably shouldn't put in the same room together because they'll never get along were put in the same room together.
I don't actually think that's the point of the movie. I mean, of the
I don't
series.
actually know because I haven't seen it. But
So,
you don't think so?
you can definitely tell that it's a lesson on,
Acceptance.
I guess adolescence and
Eating your classmates is bad.
yeah. So part of the movie is just
okay. So go on.
part of the movie is just watching all the carnivores go absolutely insane in the shadows as they realize that they could have been eating meat all this time instead of egg sandwiches.
But David, the eggs.
There's actually a scene where they go into the city, but because a murder happened at the high school, all the herbivores have to stay at school, and all the carnivores get to go out and enjoy a night on the town.
Damn, so you're telling me is they murder and they get benefits from it?
Wow.
Yeah. Also, the mayor is a lion who has human teeth.
I don't like that.
I don't like any part of this.
It
Make it go
made
away.
me
Make
pretty
me unimagine
uncomfortable.
this.
It reminded me a little of Tony the Tiger, except he's a lion now.
Okay.
Having said that, yeah, so
Tiger does have human teeth.
our boy Lego She and
Lego
his companions go out, and I guess they go to the black market where you can eat meat because it's cool now on the black market. And yeah, that's a thing. But let me rewind, okay? I think I got a little off on a tangent there.
Back up.
Yeah, so yeah, movie starts off with a murder, and then all of a sudden we're in theater.
Keep saying movie.
I mean, yeah, no, excuse me, series. But they're thespians essentially, and
Yes.
our boy Wolf boy Lego She.
trope?
Yeah, he's our Wolf boy Lego She is just he just does lighting. That's all he does. So, but the thing is, he's a wolf, so he's essentially an apex predator at the top of his game. But he's probably the most quiet guy there.
Yes.
I don't know. He's the most receded individual until
It's always the quiet one.
Yeah.
his
Latent instincts.
the antagonist being his I guess quote unquote
His
rival.
own self.
Yeah, that's part of
Done.
it. You
Done.
actually do get to watch a scene where he devolves into I guess his bare instincts because he's a wolf
Primal rage.
and he just decides that he's gonna attack a bunny, and the bunny happens to be the promiscuous individual in
What
the
you're
series.
telling me is that she was into it.
She
Oh no.
Like this.
They actually, I guess it's a little too late to say spoilers.
Anime, why?
I mean,
This
they
whole
actually talk
spoiler
about
cast is a spoiler.
they talk about why she reacted so slowly. And she goes into it, but yeah, essentially
Well,
this is the
interesting. Hold on, give me 1 second. It's interesting they even explain that because it is true. You know, that is a thing that happens, and it's worth explaining, right? Why didn't you perk up sooner, or why didn't do something about this kind of horrible situation? Well, things happen. But yeah,
yeah. It's
that's a complex thing that's cool they address. But okay.
It's definitely I enjoyed that. Just that side of it because humanizing, right? It's
Okay.
you know you
Okay,
get to
okay.
really see what Legoshi, our wolf boy, is thinking versus our wolf, our 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 white bunny hair lady who
Okay.
so I like there's this weird dynamic, right? There's this wolf who constantly wants to be told what to do
Wants
and
to be told?
wants to be told what to do. He does not want to be the one to make the decisions because he's an apex predator. He knows that everyone is afraid of him, and all he wants to do is prove that he's cool.
He's
He's a happening dog, or cat, if you will. I didn't want to use dog. I figured cat would
he's
work.
a sub in a Dom's body.
He
Oh my god! Oh my god!
he truly is, but it gets freakier.
I think
Oh, no.
I think you're dead on. Probably. I haven't watched it, but I think that's more the point, right?
Yeah. Sorry, my brother walked in and I got distracted.
You don't have to explain.
You don't have to. It's too late, David. Everything has been taken care of for you
Sweet.
In post.
in post.
Okay,
So
go.
so yeah, it was interesting. It was just interesting to watch this entire dynamic.
Yes.
So between the dom of the wolf
Oh, I hate that I brought this into existence.
and the
Oh,
bunny
But
and
you're
the
too
bunny
bright,
who
though. That's the problem.
but the bunny wants to be the dom, but she finds herself because she's the lowest on the she's essentially the lowest on the totem pole.
Yes.
She's
So
a bunny.
Yes.
I mean,
she's a fucking bunny. Yes.
and they're just kind of cool with that. So the wolf wants to date the bunny, but he also knows that all he also wants to do is eat her. And
Yeah.
and it makes you kind of understand. You're like, yeah, dude,
I'm
your choice, man.
And then
I'm-
she's just like kinky.
terrified
Yeah.
that there's some kind of war spin off of this.
I mean, it is 4, so like, what do you
Mm.
mean? The lore's already baked in. You can't escape it.
It is, but I don't think it's actually in the series, though, right, David?
What?
Does someone actually get eaten?
Oh, yes. Many
Okay,
people
it's
get
too
eaten.
late, Robert. It's too late. It's too late.
Shit.
Yeah.
Mr. Deerman, the guy who's I would consider the antagonist. He's kind of the lead thespian in the entire thing. He, I guess, gets a second chance at life because he was supposed to be fed to the black market. Odds are he'd have been ramen by that point, but instead gets the opportunity to live, and
And fight
also
for
has
his
a
freedom?
gun for some reason.
Wait, how would he pull the trigger? He has stupid hoofs.
Okay,
How
get
would
this.
that happen?
They all have human hands. I see. Yeah. How else are they gonna eat their sandwiches?
They could just like smack their hands together. They
That's
can make it
horrible.
happen.
Oh man,
Thumbs.
some people get turned into sandwiches. All right,
Oh
My
no.
God.
it's not what you think. Let's just say those egg sandwiches came from somewhere, and she works really hard at making sure that they're good.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you worded this at all.
I don't
So
like that.
I don't feel
to
comfortable
those
anymore.
to those who have not seen Beastars and want to watch Beastars, just know that there's going to be some scenes that are going to be explained, even though they didn't need to be. The egg sandwiches being one of them, and the black market being another one, and the bunny being the last and possibly dankest one. Having said that, I have to give props to whoever did the art styles for Beastars and the soundtrack, because I also listen to this a lot. So I believe it was Baki that did a 3D versus 2D animation.
Who?
I mean, it's a lot of things now, but
is it Baki?
The Grappler?
Wait, are you talking about like a series or like a studio?
It was a fighting anime.
You're talking about Baki, yeah.
Baki, yeah. So basically,
what was the story, Robert? Baki.
So with Beastars, the Grappler Baki's daughter, like the author's daughter.
Oh my god.
Wrote Beastars.
Oh my god.
But she also kept like on the down low until Beastars was successful.
Oh wow. Wait, do they have like a wholesome, like, realization that his daughter made this and then he totally accepts her furry degeneracy?
I'm gonna say yes, even though I'm pretty sure it's not true. So yeah, right down to the canon.
Okay, all right.
I also have to give props to whoever did the art direction for all of the scenes. I have to be incredibly honest with you. You feel the size of Legoshi before he even walks into the room.
So I've looked at a few panels of the series, even though I haven't like really read any of it.
It almost reads like a comic book.
It definitely benefited from being animated.
Yes,
Wait,
definitely.
So you guys both said completely the opposite thing.
You know how Attack on Titan animates really well, but the manga obviously puts in a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look the best.
Right.
I get that same vibe from Beastars. The author obviously tried super fucking hard, is on a very tight schedule.
Right.
But it could look better.
Right. Okay.
Yes. What for Beastars?
Yeah, for Beastars, yeah.
No, I thought that it looked really good.
No, I'm saying the animated version. Like the anime looks good.
Yeah, no, the anime's great.
Yeah. I'm saying like the manga looks a little off.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, I haven't read the manga, so.
That's
but I don't know, man. If you're really looking for something that was really well directed and just the story isn't that bad.
If you're looking to awaken something within yourself,
your inner wolfkin, if you will. No, story's actually not that bad, and it ends in a.
What do you mean not that bad?
I mean, it's a little typical. I mean, it's kids in high school learning who they are, and
I mean, also like this is part of a long-running series, and that's not the full story.
Yep,
the saga will continue.
So, by the way, first episode, murder. That's like the last thing we hear about it until the very last episode. But it's weird because
he was kind of an asshole, man. We don't need him.
It's weird because the murder, the anime tries to make you forget about the murder, but so many characters are changed because of it. I don't know what that is. Can anyone define that for me? It's they definitely the anime definitely tries to make you forget about the murder by making you think about theater and all that crazy stuff. But then the characters are just like, I don't want to be alone with these carnivores anymore.
Whatever happened to Steve? I miss Steve.
No, that definitely is a thing, though. It's definitely like, man, when Steve was here, he definitely used the lights way better than we did. It's too bad he's Waffles now.
Oh, is there a character that brings up like, are we just not gonna are we just not gonna not talk about this? I mean, Steve's fucking dead, right?
Well, that's the thing, right? That's what I'm like. They talk about it in the first episode, and then after that, it's like all of a sudden everyone just got a little racist. For good reason. I mean, hello, I'm sitting next to the tiger and I'm a deer. I honestly think that we shouldn't be in the same classroom.
I can't tell if
he's where the
he's sizing me up.
Here's where the race metaphor falls apart. Okay, that's like let's just say
The circle of life? Yeah.
no. Let me reverse the metaphor a bit. Let's pretend, and I'm gonna make it neutral by saying something random. Like, let's say Indonesian kid, okay, killed a person, right?
Right.
And then
Okay.
Indonesian kid went away forever, right?
Okay.
Now all of a sudden everyone sits away from the Indonesian kids in school. The problem is Indonesians do not have an intrinsic desire to kill
That we know of.
that we know of.
Which is
Whereas
exactly the
carnivores
point.
do.
And that's the weirdest thing in the world to see. So, oh man, I didn't even mention that. All right, so it's funny you mentioned that, Will, that
Okay.
killing instinct, because part of the movie is watching the carnivores fight their desire to eat people,
Yes.
and another part of it is watching the herbivores fight their desire to run away.
Right.
They're in a
And-
constant state of fight versus flight.
Watching that dynamic is quite possibly sometimes the funniest thing in the world to see, because there's a scene where one of the herbivores just accepts her fate
Oh,
and sticks her arm in our boy Lego's mouth.
I
She's
guess
just
I'm
taking
cool.
the wheel.
I guess I'm cool with getting bored. Sure, whatever, go for it.
Oh, God.
Man,
You only live once, am I right?
it's just I don't know how to. If you got nothing to do and you got like 12 hours to kill during this pandemic, I highly recommend watching it. Not because you'll see wolves and carnivores and herbivores differently, but solely because you just want to see something different. It's a slice of life anime that I think we could all get behind because there's violence. Thus, I end my turn.
You didn't put even anything in defense mode. What's wrong with you?
Oh, sorry.
No take backsies.
It's too late.
You've activated my trap card.
No, the time for retribution is now. Will, talk
What?
about murder.
What kind of trap card is activated at the end of your? Okay, never mind.
I don't know what kind of kid collects cards, and his grandpa is completely supportive of it. Instead of saying that it's not like the old days.
Are you winning, son? Are ya?
Yes, granddad.
Well, actually, I don't know what I was gonna speak about next, but I did want to drop something off again from Ghost in the Shell 2, right?
Okay.
Yo, that little girl got fucking marginalized.
Oh, you mean the one that popped out of the pond?
Yeah. And remember what Bato and the Major said to her?
Like, why did you kill all these people? She's like, I didn't want to do any of this.
Wait. During the second movie?
The very end of the second movie, yes. When
Okay,
they find
yeah.
the girl in the pond.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Where she's like, I knew if I caused trouble, somebody would come help release me from this unending torture, and I was almost gonna die, right? Yeah. And then Bazo and the Major were like, didn't you think about the people that died and all the dolls that got souls?
Nah, fuck
And this
'em.
girl who's like 14 is like, I just wanted to live.
She's a real one.
So, Bato and the Major are fucking psychopaths.
The Major just goes, yeah, this is awkward. I think I'm going to lock out. I think I'm going to clock out here.
Okay, bye.
Bato, you got
Man.
this, right?
No, like, the right response to a child at, like, you know, honestly killing people to save themselves, it's like, wow, this is really shitty, right? There are no winners here. There are no heroes or villains, right?
Yeah.
Right? No,
Right.
they're just like, fuck you, little girl. Why didn't
Man.
you think about the dolls?
Man, no 14-year-old's got time for all that fucking Descartes philosophy.
It's like,
Just get me out of the box.
Well, every
Just
time I
let me
wanted to
out
go
of the
out, they
box.
just kept reading me Bible verses.
Oh no.
What philosophy is closest to you're just trapped in a box, you have to do everything to get out?
Nihilism?
Yeah,
Maybe.
God is
maybe.
dead. Only the box is here.
Box.
I'm sure there's something even closer, but I'll find out.
The
I'm
box
sure there
traps,
is.
therefore it is.
Big bossism? I mean, Big Boss is a religion, so
Oh,
yeah.
maybe for you.
yeah.
Didn't you
Anywho,
see where you want to go, Will? Didn't you have something you needed to do? Get off your chest.
something to get off that chest of yours, buddy.
Something stupid.
Something laborious,
Something laborious. Something
something on
robot shaped.
Okay.
Something that may or may not be Gundam.
So, why do you guys think it's called Patlabor?
Uh,
I don't
is
know.
a guy named Pat putting in work? Is he going into labor?
I thought you were gonna say going to labor.
That
No.
was
Is it
my
a
initial
pregnant
thought.
chick named Patricia?
See, that's closer, better, and not even half as bad as what Robert said.
Look, man, I don't go for the well-developed route. I go for the obvious one.
Right. Okay. I've been telling David to watch Patlabor for a while. That's what this is all about, and he still hasn't done it. So
Still
let me
haven't. Proudly.
I'll just quickly say a little bit about it. But okay, so in a world where robots exist and they are done for things, right?
Okay.
These robots are called laborers, okay? But then what happens is people start using laborers for crime, right?
Big crime.
Of course.
Right. Okay, so then they have to make a police labor, a labor that goes on patrol, a pat labor, if you will.
Can I just say, I think a labor has to be my least favorite mecha name I've ever heard. Out of everything, we have Avas, which are fucking cool. We have Nightmare Frames, which are fucking cool.
Nightmare
We
Frame.
have Armored Cores, which are pretty rad.
Yeah.
And then you have labor.
Labor. Yes, let me get into my labor.
Mm.
I'm sure there's one that's worse, actually, but I'll come back to you on that.
There has to be, but this is the worst that I'm aware of.
Don't worry, it's pretty bad. Yeah. So, like I told to Bab a few times, but he still doesn't believe me yet. The point is how different this series is over the years, okay? It's really interesting. So I first started with the second movie, actually, just because it's the only one with clips I liked, right?
Okay.
And then I liked the movie. But then I went back and actually only like today, I watched the first episode of the original, the super 80s anime. I'm like, oh, this is kind of wild. It's wild because of how it went from that to that, right? Dude,
how did they get there?
The first episode of this anime, right? Okay. It's the girl is literally late for her mecha test.
Was there a piece of toast in her mouth?
What are you talking about? It's a classic Tuesday in Japan.
There wasn't. The toast not being in her mouth was the only reason I knew it wasn't a parody, because it was that obvious. Okay. Yeah, she was late for her mecha test. And then guess what? Somebody steals the mecha, and then she gets in the mecha, and she pilots. She's a natural. She saves the day, right?
Right.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, that's how this goes. This is probably the most stereotypical 80s let's do this type thing, right?
Right.
And then there's even the preview for the next episode.
Excuse me?
Where a squintier-eyed, dangerous-looking girl with flat bangs is like, I'm the greatest, best mecha pilot. I will defeat you in the tournament. There's a tournament arc.
Okay, wait, hold on. Now, if I have my attention. If my love for G Gundam has told me anything, mechas and tournament arcs go together.
Look, I haven't watched past that. That's all I needed to know. In fact, I've never learned more about a series from the end, like the end preview thing, as this. Right?
You mean to tell me that you dropped it at the start of the tournament arc? You dropped it before the Dark Tournament, Will?
I mean to say, wait, is that even a bad play? I don't know anything about Yakusho.
Dark Tournament's pretty good.
Okay.
That it is.
All right. Well, I mean, no. Then I had to go watch Ghost in the Shell right after, and then I had some beer, and then I went to sleep. But that's the point, right? This is the most happy-go-lucky girl ever. She's drawn with the big, huge eyes and the tomboy hair, right? Okay?
Okay.
And then by the movie 2, she's fighting international conspiracies and, like, you know, people might die at any moment. It's really crazy. It really is.
So would you say that this is the alpha version of, shit, I always forget the name of the show. Full Metal Panic. There we go.
Must be a great show. Yes. Actually, yes. Although Full Metal Panic is more based on, or was based on romance and fan service type stuff. This one's, I can't tell if there's gonna be no fan service, but it definitely seems like it's supposed to be more wholesome, right?
Yeah.
Right. Or like, you're supposed to respect the main girl character more than just like look at her boobs.
Ah, I see.
Especially because she doesn't really have. No.
G.
Oh no.
G.
No, she's a tomboy trope. That's the point, right? So yes, David. What I need you to do is watch the first few episodes and then go all the way to the second movie and then experience true whiplash and wonder what happened to these people.
There has to be another show like that.
I'll tell you what happened. They got seniority.
Oh, there's also the Chief, and he's the fucking best. He's the laziest motherfucker I've seen in my goddamn life.
As the Chief is.
Isn't it kind of like what Zeta Gundam does?
Maybe, yeah.
Where it goes from like ultra serious, dark, well, it's I guess like the inverse, whatever. Where it goes from like ultra serious, dark, depressing to like haha, comic relief, haha.
Wait, it does that? Oh,
what, Zeta?
Yeah, Zeta to double Zeta.
Oh no, Zeta is like depressing.
Yeah, but then double Zeta happens.
Oh, then double Zeta's a joke. Yeah, I guess you can say that.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
Doesn't it make more sense for something to get darker rather than lighter?
We don't talk about double Zeta.
Okay.
No, we don't.
We don't talk about it?
We talk about it to bring up an example, and then we show it back in the corner where it belongs.
You're here to be.
What do you do?
This one as an
example. Oh my god.
So do that. Like I think in the second movie, like the Chief is wearing sandals the entire time and a uniform. That's the level of degeneracy we're going with here.
What brought you into Patlabor exactly?
Oh, I saw a YouTube clip of one of the confrontations from the second movie, which doesn't even have mecha in it.
Hold on. Wait, don't go any further. Robert,
yes.
What do you think the confrontation was about? Will, don't say anything.
Hey, wait, in Patlabor, in the second season.
Yeah, what fight scene do you think in the movie, what fight scene or Mexican standoff do you think happened that brought Will into the entire series?
You want me to give you a real answer or a joke answer?
I want you to give me a real answer.
You should do the joke.
No, fuck you. I'm giving you a joke answer first.
Trust me, the real answer is probably funnier.
I believe the main character got into a fist fight with the police chief because he wouldn't take off his goddamn sandals. Real answer, I'm gonna say something's rivalry between other supporting cast, blah blah blah. I can save the planet better than you. Fuck you.
I beg to differ. I believe that the real answer is also a joke answer. I think Will saw the big stupid gun in a robot's hand while being dressed like a police car, and Will wanted to know, what is this?
Is that
the verdict?
Will?
That's not true at all. That's not what happened. Okay, both of you are pretty accurate. If I got in at the original anime. Because both of those are pretty much exactly what you just said.
Wait, even the sandals part?
Not exactly, but literally the first mecha fight is this dude trying to stop this guy in a construction mech, and the guy in the construction mech is drunk off his fucking ass. And they have a fist fight in mecha, but like all the people are in the balconies of their apartments just watching, like, you know, in typical mecha fight.
I can see it.
So that was pretty good. And oh yes, and for your information, the guns are hilarious because the mecha comes with a revolver cannon, right? Yeah. Okay. But that's not what a revolver cannon is. A revolver cannon spins really fast, it's cylinders, and it fires really fast, okay? This is literally a revolver that's a cannon because it's that fucking big.
As it should be.
That's stupid ass.
It's not 357 Magnum. It's 37 millimeter.
You know that stupid ass old, like, I think it was a PS2 game of like the different construction vehicles fighting.
Yeah.
I'm picturing that, but with like a gun strapped to like the crane.
I mean, you're not. I wouldn't call you completely wrong.
I'm a wrecking ball. I wreck. That was a Courage the Cowardly Dog reference.
That was the word. That episode was really cursed, and it made me uncomfortable every time I saw Eustace's head wrecking ball go into Muriel's washing machine body. I didn't like it.
I need an adult.
But that's what happened, though. I'm not even like exaggerating or anything. Where was I going?
It really did happen.
You're going to a dark place.
So
okay, all right. Well, address. Can you address why it becomes such a dark environment? Because
right. Okay, I told you about the first confrontation, right?
Yeah. It's all happy, and she's late for her spelling test or some shit.
Yes. Okay. Okay. By second movie, and I actually told you this last cast, but I don't know if you're paying attention. There's no mecha in there. What happens is these F-16s get an alert that other F-16s on a different wing are about to go straight
this is already getting good.
Yeah, they're about to go straight to another airfield on an attack course, right? And they're not responding to anything, right? So they scramble real F-16s, and then like by the way, you're a pilot, so you could tell me if the dialogue's good, but it sounds really good. Like they're calling out angels for whatever, heading whatever, right? Okay?
Yes.
And they're tracking these ghost F-16s. They're like, what the fuck? Why aren't you responding? And then they go on, and then like ATC starts saying you're on direct collision course. You're now right on top of them. And they're like, what? What's happening? Okay? And it turns out it's just a fucking juke. Literally nothing's there. Somebody bamboozled the entire Japanese Air Force.
Oh no.
That's the kind of shit that they're dealing with, right?
It was a prank.
Yeah, it was a prank, bro. And going after fighter jets that aren't there doesn't sound super visually impressive, but like if you listen to the dialogue and how it goes down, it's actually really fucking tense. So these fucking jokesters, okay, who used to like run in their, like, you know, do running in their mecha or like fight drunken construction dudes, right? They have to take on this kind of shit. So that's why it's so interesting to me.
Where do the giant robots come into play?
Well, they still have to go find whoever did that, right?
In the robot?
Yeah. That's where it goes into play.
But how do you... All right. What knocks on the door? A human hand or a big, stupid robot hand? This is important information, William.
I mean, they have both.
Okay. Super robot hand that shoots out a smaller robot hand?
Explain the procedure, okay? In Big O, we don't see the big robot until the enemy brings out a big robot. Okay. When do we bring out the labors? What does the villain have to do to initiate labor protocol?
I don't like the wording of that. I don't like it at all.
Push.
But I mean, I guess in the old series it would be when Another Labor comes out, right? But in the movie, they're facing existential threat, and also this is that type of thing where it's like, what the fuck, the labor force? Like, well, we're gonna send the police? Why would we do that, right? Type of scenario. They're like these fucking jokesters, but they go after it. They do the thing, right?
Is there ever a scene where the labor patrol, if you will, gripe about the fact that this is a job for the real police?
Yes,
I
definitely.
figured as much.
That sounds like a fucking Ghost in the Shell topic.
Well, by that time, the military has arrived. So yeah.
But I'm still confused. When do we take out the laborers?
Confused about when they start tracking down the actual people.
But are
When
they
get the
regular?
fucking robot.
Are they regular people or are they big stupid robots?
You don't know.
David, I guess we'll have to watch
Wait.
to find out.
Is
Yeah,
this
you-
just a big stupid ghost chase between a robot and a program?
You don't know.
No, David, this is just fuck. What is that Gundam movie called? Phoenix Hunt, Finding Phoenix,
Finding Phoenix.
Phoenix Force,
Oh,
Phoenix Frenzy,
I don't know.
whatever.
Phoenix
What?
West.
Priest.
There you
I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch to find out.
Yeah, you are.
Exactly.
So
Because tell you otherwise, and the show is so old, there's no spoilers available. This is from the dark of the internet.
oh man.
Actually, yeah, it's surprisingly niche.
Well,
I mean, it's
yeah.
like a 70s series or something, right? 70s, 80s.
80s, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, let me bring it right back. Let me
Go full circle.
Go.
yeah, let me go full circle for a second.
I like to be different and say the full oval, but
I mean, with us, it's more like some sort of oblong splatter of
ooh, an oblate spheroid.
oblate spheroid. Okay. Do you guys know what the Japanese name for Ghost in the Shell is?
What?
It's just hold on, let me triple check right here.
Before, but I don't recall.
Okay,
It was like
okay. It's think about okay, wait. Let me ask you then. Do you think it's something really philosophical and deep?
I'm gonna say it's either stupid as fuck or pretentious as hell.
I'm gonna
It's
say
both.
I'm gonna say someone threw some darts at a board.
Okay. It's neither. It's just called Mobile Armored Riot Police. Okay?
It's kind of cool though.
Makes
But-
sense.
okay, wait a minute. It is kind of cool, but think about it. Japanese people think this is normal.
Yeah, they do.
They think this is how police conduct should be. This is a normal story for them.
I think we should wrap it up with pushing to normalize police robots. No, police mobile suits.
You just like to say mobile suit.
No, I like to say it's a Gundam.
Hold on. Wait, is that actually the direct translation? Hold on.
What?
No, for Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, Mobile Armored Riot Police.
That's so dumb.
Normal. What is cool is that Ghost in the Shell is one of the only things that explores how future e-policing would be, right? Like it'd be really complicated and crazy, you know? The only problem is all these fucking people and they're fucking Freudian shit, right? All the time. But still, it's very interesting that they're exploring complicated cybercrime shit, you know?
I think the only cybercrime is how long we've been talking.
You're a cybercrime.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
You're also a cybercrime.
You guys got any final thoughts before
How
I
do you know?
watch Beastars.
Watch Patlabor.
watch our podcast? Like, comment, subscribe, or whatever.
Kill
Or don't,
yourself.
whatever. Dislike us.
Unplug yourself right now, Robert.
Well,
It's a simulation, and you don't deserve to be in it.
since you asked so nicely, I guess.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. I want to live. I'm real.
No,
I'm not
fuck
an
you.
android. Okay, come on.